What you talking about, Libra? Hi, Libra. How are you? Thanks for joining me for your monthly April Tarotscope reading. I want to wish you the best in happiness, abundance, joy, bliss, understanding. The benevolent list of good words that we associate with all the great things goes on and on. The well-wishing will continue. Wish fulfillment coming through at this channel. Nine of Cups. Thanks, Nine of Cups. Flipping out of the deck. All right, why I asked what you were talking about, Libra, is because there is a focus on communication and aware communication for you in the month of April. This is a high karmic time. This is fire backed by air, like very vibrant yoga doing, and Zen doing type stuff here, and it's going on for collective. And I feel, Libra, how you're fitting in here is you want to be on guard for conversations that do not support you. And you want to be on guard of your own thoughts, which manifest to word and manifest to communication. Because it's almost as if there is a tendency that you could be caught up in an energy. You could be like pulled up, and you may be finding yourself really quick to speak or wanting to like jump in there, break, one, and so we want to be careful because of the karmic time that we're in, Libra, and because of the fast-moving fire, air energy, that you're not getting caught up in terms of conversations and saying things that could come back to bite you. Okay, and that's just the channel message that I got on a focus on you before any cards. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll see what Tarot has to say. Tarot, what say you for sign of Libra, month of April 2019? That is month of April, sign of Libra. Okay. Did I already wish you the best of wish fulfillment? Oh, yeah, I did that. Okay. Let's just get into it here. Let's see what's coming up in the overall energy. We've got Nine of Wands. Okay. So there it is, right? There is a new awareness that's coming in now that wants to come in. But it's asking for an increased focus. It's asking you to maybe let go of something finally, for once and for all. And be on kind of damage control or triaging something. This card has a feeling you may be finding yourself, if you're backed up in problems, back work log, or things that you have to get done, tough conversations that you may need to have. You got to be on guard as well for procrastination in this time, Libra. There's a real tendency that you could just be caught up, and you want to make sure that you're not leaving anything behind. I think you'll do well here as long as your focus and attention remain true to your alignment, to where what you've envisioned for yourself or what you are trying to manifest. It should be okay for you. There is a wealth of experience. There's a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of your own personal growth that is backing you. And it might be time to look at all that stuff. Like that's like resume writing kind of thing, getting ready for a change, for those of you where your focus is on career. All right. These readings are all about Libra and where Libra's focus are. Could be person, could be career, could be relationship, these general readings. Okay. Oh, I didn't think it was that bad, Libra, but maybe you are dealing with some tower energy. You might need to be willing to like pull up, to pick up and go here. It's kind of one of those things where you can choose wisely between two decisions because you almost are certain of outcomes of the way you don't see the tower without knowing that something is awry, something is not quite right, and it's something. There could be even blockages and things like that. How towers typically will block the view, and when you're up on the tower, you have an incredible view. So when we see the tower, we usually have to talk about perception. How far can we see into the future of this decision? Or how far can we see from our present state? Can we go up the tower? Can we go around it? What can we do to alleviate whatever blockage is there that's not allowing us to see or to attain what we have envisioned for ourselves? It goes in with this Nine of Wands here. It's like it's tippy toppy. It's ready. It could be all ready to be crumbling down, and you're being asked at this position to say, okay, we don't want to create any bad karma going into something that we know might not be very good, or that wrongs that we could right, but we may just be needing to be silent at this time, and it seems very complex and involved, Libra, is what I'm saying on a self and an interpersonal level with some of these things, and I don't know. It's not like I don't. It's it feels like a very, how do I want to put this, unstable energy. Okay, now we have such a, that word has a negative connotation, but it's the only word I have to describe it. It feels like an unstable energy, but it is more about a fast energy flow that is almost demanding that you align with it. It's almost demanding that you keep up, kind of thing, or that style of energy. Okay, number 16 major arcana is always big message, always something going on there. Oh, thank goodness. To the rescue. There you are, right? There you are for self. There you are. This wealth of knowledge, of experience that behind you is going to be manifesting. This is going to be what's shining through for you. And the positive is your presence, yourself, and your, like I said, this attained wisdom, right? There's a point where you could be at mastery with something, and you could be either teaching it or communicating it to someone, or definitely explaining it. And it's done in fairness, Libra. That point of balance in your sign, that fairness shines through here when we see this, because you are in good understanding of where the other is coming from, where the other is positioned, and where what the other wants, and where the other is going to be. And in fairness, because you paid attention and you've evaluated, right? But then at the same time, it's almost now like now the energy is asking you to reciprocate with an action. It's almost like the King of Swords is ready to get up off his throne here, because he's come to a point of clarity or understanding about the other, where he's like, okay, well, now I need to speak my point, speak it firmly and authoritatively, so that I am understood. You could be in situations where the other just does not have the empathetic or the empathic listening skills that you do. Okay, so and that's a tough thing to deal with. But you might have been with this person for so long that it's like, or know this person so well that you know how to be non-reactive to it, and kind of harness it in a way. You've experienced it before, almost in all its forms, right? Okay, wow, thanks, King of Swords. Now we've got Six of Wands here. Okay, so we got another nice round numbers here in spirit and in the everyday. And this card, obviously, it speaks of victory. It speaks of reaching a pinnacle or climaxing, right? The six behind it, again, though, is good in balance. And it is going to ask, I think, feel like the energy of this card is going to be, again, having you act in recognitions of fairness, right? So be very careful to speak with authenticity and with even some premeditated understanding of what it is you're trying to convey, before you get caught up in saying something like, we have to watch for too much emotion or too little emotion, giving your position away, for those of you that are in negotiation, and for others of you for falling back into perhaps an old karmic cycle, or the same old, like routines and things of that nature. But I think you'll do fine here. Like I said, this balancing act that you do is very supportive of it. And I feel these cards are asking just for a little bit extra, a little bit. They're saying you're doing fine. We just kind of have to watch our six. We have to watch our back here, because it's these emotional and what we may be perceiving, Libra, as emotionally binding things. They could be at the forefront of your thought forms, and they could be regulating how you're able to receive happiness and relaxation based on some emotional upheaval, right? We don't see too much in the form of cups, and we're in a time in the calendar where we have a lack of the deeper water element, the water energy. Like, it's coming in physically in the 3D, but I think the people, on the etheric or the spiritual plane, they're going to be exhibiting more signs of forthright, get it done type action, as opposed to the period that just ended with the very dreamy, we have time to wonder, we have time to ponder, we have time to dream it all up, because the energy of the April is to get up and moving, right? It's the yoga doing, the Zen doing, right? All right. Libra, I know you're going to be all right. I love to see this level of mastery up here. Don't worry about some of these other things and the warnings and stuff like this. Just make sure, that you're not letting anything have dominion over your well-being because of, displacement of emotion or emotions that lead to thought that trigger action and words. Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much, Libra. We'll see you next time.